They told us not to panic. They told us it's just another comet. Nothing unusual, they said. But when something enters our solar system against known orbital mechanics, you start to wonder. Because the truth about Comet 3I Atlas isn't what's being shown to you, it's what's being hidden. And once you start looking closely, really looking, the pattern becomes impossible to ignore. What I'm about to share will raise more questions than answers, and that's exactly how they want it. Back in early observations, astronomers noted an anomalous albedo differential. In plain terms, the light bouncing off Atlas didn't match what it should for a frozen body. Now you might say, maybe it's just reflective dust. But here's the catch, that dust was polarized. Polarized light doesn't just happen in nature like that, unless there's something structured, reflective, maybe even engineered. And what happened right after that discovery? The data portal went down for scheduled maintenance for 8 hours. 8 hours. Coincidence? Maybe. But 8 hours is plenty of time to edit out something inconvenient. Let's zoom out. Why would an interstellar object enter our system, slow down, then re-accelerate? Astrophysicists have tried to explain it away with terms like outgassing, but I ask you, have you ever seen outgassing cause precision-timed speed adjustments? Because I haven't. And look, I'm not saying it's artificial, but I'm not saying that either. There's a reason so many amateur astronomers were suddenly told to hold off on independent tracking. You can't have thousands of telescopes all noticing the same thing. That's how leaks happen. I've seen the frame captures. I've read the supposed raw files. They all have the same glitch, a faint pulsing every 47 seconds. That's not compression. That's not exposure. That's a signal. And when you line up those pulses with the Schumann resonance, yes, the frequency of Earth's own electromagnetic heartbeat, you get something that'll chill you to the core. I can't show you that chart here, obviously, but the pattern speaks volumes. Or maybe it hums volumes. Let me give you some background, because context is everything. In 1985, a paper was published about self-correcting magnetic oscillations in non-terrestrial plasma environments. It was dismissed back then. But who funded that paper? The same foundation that now runs the telescopes tracking Atlas. See, history doesn't repeat, it synchronizes. And synchronization, my friends, is the language of design. These aren't coincidences stacking up. These are breadcrumbs. Even the name Atlas, think about that. In mythology, Atlas held up the sky. Isn't it interesting that the object named after him is in the sky, holding up a secret? Names aren't random. Someone chose that designation. Someone wanted it to carry meaning. Every time you say Comet Atlas, you're invoking something ancient, maybe older than myth itself. Subscribe and stay tuned as we continue to follow this developing story.